Derek in Castiac, California. See more better with freeprescriptionlenses.com, but call me Mo Better, because I got some Mo Better jokes for you tonight. No, I'm just kidding. I've got the same old damn jokes. I'm just going to recycle them. Just going to repackage them like your lenses packaged up in these packets here. But I hope I pronounced that. Castiac, I have no idea. Catlick, I'm not sure how that's pronounced, but I'm going to be cutting prescription lenses with anti-glare for the Oakley Airdrop. It's the 8046, color 01, the matte black, 57 eye size, the largest sizes they make. It comes in like a 51, 53, 55, and this is the 57. Let me pull the little temple of the plastic sleeve that goes over the temples while it's being shipped. And again, this is with a worn out flashlight, the Oakley 8046 in the 57 eye size, color 01, satin black. So let me pop out your original demo lenses, one of which says Oakley, and you're going to get all this back in there when I ship to you. Put your frame into the tracing element of my blocker, but first, I need to assign a barcode to this. Where's my little paper clip at? There be the paper clip. So he called me on the phone today to tell me a bad joke. He says, "What kind of bagel flies?" And I said, "What kind?" He said, "A plain bagel." So I got one for you. Do you know why there's so many Joneses in the phone book? It's because they all got phones. Okay, I know that's an old joke. That's dated. What is a phone book? He's old enough to remember that. Oh, you know what? I got a program. Hang on. Let me program this into the computer. Let me get back in here. Concentrate on what I'm doing, which is hard for me to do. So I'm going to hit start. A little stylus is going to pop up, go around, trace the inside bevel of the right side of the frame before doing the same thing on the left. Here at freeprescriptionlenses.com, where everyone loves a bargain and no one is disappointed in quality. You buy a genuine, authentic Oakley frame and you'll receive one free pair of clear, single vision prescription lenses or non-prescription fashion lenses. My receipt has my federal ID tax number. If you have vision insurance or unused health savings account flex dollars, you will get reimbursed for this purchase, whether they are prescription or not. Derek, you know you need some prescription. Don't be pretending that you're one of the knots. In just a moment, this shape will pop up onto the screen. Look at that. You don't believe me? That's the shape. So let's move on to the next screen. Your pupillary distance, 71 for the two eyes, which is 35.5. I'm going to tap the plus button until we get to that. Want to raise the optical center up 2 millimeters to 19. Let me write that on there. 19, 2 above. And let's get your lenses prep. Your right eye is plus a quarter minus 1. That ain't it. Plus a quarter minus 1 at 175. Let's turn the axis wheel to 175, exactly halfway between 170 and 0. Exactly where you would expect to find 175. Put the power drum. Let's make sure everything's on 0. We're good there. Put the power drum on plus a quarter. You barely have any distance prescription at all. The majority of your prescription is astigmatic. You have compound hyperopia is the term. It just means you need glasses. That's what that means. There's a big medical jargon for everything. Put 3 dots on your lenses. Let me darken those for you. Uno, dos, once. And this is the right lens. We're going to put that up there. Let's do the same thing for the left. Plus 50 minus 75 at 170. Plus 50 minus 75 at 170. Exactly halfway between 165 and 175. That one makes sense. Take the lens out of the protective packet. Put it in up at the power drum on plus 50. Rotate until the spherical component comes into view. Check your astigmatism correction. And I'll explain what all that means later. It means you need glasses. That's what it means. And we're going to put 3 dots on your lenses. Let me darken those. 11, 12, 65. I mathed wrong, and this is the left lens. And if you guys missed any of that, let me recap. Oh, sure, you moan about it. You'll be telling that joke tomorrow. So, this is a block, or as I like to call it, Jenny from the block. I need to attach 2 double-sided adhesive stickers, of which I've got 2. The black side is the sticky side. I really don't have a magnetic personality, but this block does, and I'll show you why in just a moment. Put that one on there. Pull the paper away to make the black side sticky. On the back is a magnet. Look at that. It's going to attach itself to another magnet there in the arm. That's why it'll stay there. The reason why I put those 3 dots on there, it has to be oriented in there just perfectly. So we're going to get everything lined up exactly the way it's supposed to be. Let's move that arm out of the way. Make sure everything's looking good here. Check something. Oh yeah, we good to go. Hit that button. The arm's going to come down, place the block onto the right lens. We're going to do the same thing now for the lens that ain't right, which is just like me. I'll be playing the man on the machine that ain't right. Same pupillary distance, same optical center height. We're going to get that laid out there just right. Check one more thing. We good to go. I always like to make sure the lens is large enough to fit. That's just me. I'm crazy like that. I like to make sure everything's going to work. I guess call me OCD. Especially when it's on camera and y'all watching what I'm doing. A little embarrassing if it didn't work. Wake up the computer, 1489. Secret Agent 1489. Now I'm going to attach this to your permanent paperwork that has your address, phone number, email, all that stuff on there. But I'm trying to respect a little bit of your privacy. And let's see. The actual cutting wheel is this heavy crusted, diamond crusted wheel that's going to act like a heavy grit sandpaper. This wheel in the center is going to put the V-shaped bevel. That ain't your frame. Not yet. This will soon be your frame. But the V-shaped bevel of this Oakley frame. I'm not going to polish the edge of the lenses, and I'm going to go ahead and hit start. Let me press that on there firmly and go. The door closes, the clamp shuts. The lens is going to be traced by 2 white styluses, making sure that it's large enough to fit. You can see it's tracing the shape of the right side of the frame, and then the old carpenter saying measure twice, cut once. It's measuring the thickness of the lens at every point to know exactly and precisely where to place the bevel for the best cosmetic look possible, of which you're not going to have any edge thickness anyway with your prescription in this frame. But it is a routine procedure this machine does, because I do cut some very strong prescriptions all day long for free when you buy the frames from me. The light flickering in the background is water. That's there to catch the optical sawdust as it jettisons off of the lens from the cutting wheel. Polycarbonate lenses cut dry, where plastic, high-index plastic, and Trivex lenses cut wet, meaning that water sprays onto the lens for the duration of the cutting cycle. Now, water will spray onto this lens only for the last 20 seconds because Derek needs a bath is what it means. But yeah, your lenses are made out of polycarbonate, which is 40% thinner and lighter than regular plastic. They're virtually unbreakable. These are high-impact ballistics grade lenses, the same lens material that our soldiers wear overseas in combat zones to protect their eyes from shrapnel and from flying debris. It also has 100% UVA and UVB protection. This is also the same lens material that OSHA requires for safety glasses for people who work in factories, on factory floors, or landscapers, mechanics, chemists, anything like that. But it also comes with a premium scratch coating. Now this is going to be the next pair. Now he's getting a pair of gas cans from me, but the color he's getting is going to have the black O. Just like this one, black on black. Back in black. Alright, I won't sing. Don't worry, y'all don't pay me enough to do that. I'd have to pay y'all to listen to me sing. So, but he's going to get a pair of these with these black polarized iridium lenses. He's also going to get a pair of clear lenses as well. I'm going to have to change the curvature. I cannot put these lenses into this frame, into said frame. This frame is much flatter, so I made sure to get lenses to fit the curvature of this frame. I will make sure to get lenses to have the same curvature. Let me pop this bad boy out. The same curvature as these lenses. So, because I got to make them perfect. As I mentioned, these are ballistics grade lenses, the same lens material that our soldiers wear overseas. And he'll be getting an Oakley SI, which is for, it is a safety glass, but it will also be what all the guys overseas protecting us, keeping us safe at night, will wear. So water is spraying on the lens, which tells me it's in the last 20 seconds. A little spinning disc at the end of a lever is coming out. That's what's going to put the safety bevel on the rear concave surface of the lens. Now, should any portion of this lens protrude from the frame, which it won't, onto your cheek, which it ain't, it's going to be nice and smooth, which it will be. But the reason why I put that on there is that as I press your lens into the frame, I don't want any sharp edges left over from the cutting surface to come into contact with the frame and mar it or blemish it. I'm sure Derek's going to do a good enough job of getting scratches on this frame, leading the life that he was telling me about. Oh man, he's got the good life. He's former military. He was telling me he's using the military GI Bill to go back to school. He got his master's degree in ballet. I think it's ballet, yeah, something like that. All right, where was I at? Okay, I was working, that's what I was doing. All right, so I'm gonna tuck the lens in at the outside corner and making sure there's no sharp edges coming into contact with your frame. I push that in and it don't want to go, so I ain't gonna force it. I'm gonna take it down 1/10 of a millimeter, hit retouch, and instead of going to the cutting wheel, it's gonna go straight to the bevel wheel. That old carpenter saying you can always cut more off of a piece of wood, you can never add it back on. I start a little bit large and work my way down, and that's why I put the safety bevel on there, because if it's too large, I don't want any essentially very fine grit sandpaper against the frame. But no, yeah, he got out of the military, used his GI Bill to get his master's, working for a great company, doing a great cause, which is more than I can say for myself. I work for these people. I don't know, it seems kind of shady. Especially if they'd hire someone like me to do all the lab work. Man, what's this world coming to? But speaking of which, on a serious note, Walmart now makes all their glasses in Mexico. There's not a single pair of Walmart glasses made in America, so I've been told. And if the border gets shut down this week, which the president has promised to do, I wonder how they're going to get their glasses back over. They used to come over in 18-wheelers, but not in that port of entry. They're either going to have to ship them in by boat to one of the ports, or I guess they could fly them in. But that's going to disrupt how people are going to get their glasses from Walmart. You don't have to worry about that from me. I'm going to mail everything fast. Like Jimmy John's fast. Like Ricky Bobby fast. So, got these in today. He'll be getting them back quick. Tuck this in at the outside corner. Push down at the nose. Now it snaps in there easily. Exactly the way it's supposed to. Flip that over to L. Hit the start button. I'm going to mark on here. I took it down minus 0.10 of a millimeter, 1/10 of a millimeter. And now it's going to do the same thing on the left, is tracing the left side, making sure that it's large enough to fit into the frame. And then again, measuring the thickness of the lens at every point to know exactly and precisely where to place the bevel so you have the least amount of edge thickness showing. Look at that, Derek, you got none. You got nothing. You got nothing. Sorry, that was a line from Robert De Niro's first film called Mean Streets. He was hungry. He goes to look in his friend's refrigerator for some food. He says, "You got nothing in there. You got nothing." I only steal from the best. So, look at that. My little paper clip is attaching itself to that magnet right there. So we're going to turn the fine tune knob back to 175. Put it in over that black dot. Check the power. And I am getting +1/4. One tick mark going away from 0 towards 1. Because you have one step of magnification needed to see far away. Your real issue is with your astigmatism. Uncorrected astigmatism makes 6s and 8s look alike, or the letters P and F. The way you can tell if you're ever going to need glasses is if you close your eyes and it's dark. Everyone take a moment and do that. Close your eyes. Listen to my beautiful voice. Is it dark when you close your eyes? Okay, at some point in your life you're going to need glasses then. We're going to check for the astigmatism correction. And we end up at -75. One tick mark going away in the opposite direction past 0 towards 1. That's because if you had a quarter and you owed someone $1, you'd be 75 cents in the red. That's where we're at. Your left eye, you need 2 steps of magnification, but 3 steps of astigmatism correction. We're going to end up at -1/4. You won't be so far in debt on that. These first 2 numbers are real values to be concerned with. This last number could be anywhere from 0 to 180. 0, 90, 180, and we're going to turn that fine-tune knob to 175 for the right eye, 170 for the left. Now this frame, the Oakley Airdrop, the 8046, sells for $173, and it comes with free prescription lenses. When you don't buy the frames from me, I charge an extra $49.99 for the lenses. Now the anti-glare coating, which goes by the initials ARC, adds another $44.99 for a total of $217.99. Now the anti-glare coating is 3 features in one. The first feature reduces glare when driving at night, especially driving at night in the rain, but street lights, stop lights, computer screens, overhead, fluorescent lights and such. It goes by the initials ARC, which stands for anti-reflective coating, so it reduces reflection, so when someone's looking at you, they're not looking at their reflection in your glasses. It makes for much better eye contact. Plus, if you take a selfie, you won't see the camera in the lens, or if someone takes a picture of the flash, you won't see that. Speaking of selfie, I send out a selfie request to have your picture on the website. I want Derek, hook me up with a picture. I want to put you over here on this Oakley wall. And actually, those are airdrops right there that Slade down in Georgia. He got the red transitions extra active with the red flash mirror. This guy is a military contractor, defense contractor. He makes missiles and guidance systems. His dog tells him how to make them. He just hits the button on the machine like I do. His dog is the mastermind of the company. I mean, if you had a talking dog, wouldn't you do what it told you to do? I mean, let's be honest with each other. Come on. All right, let's dry everything off here. Let's see if I can get that off the lens. I always like to clean the lens off as much as possible before it goes in the frame. I don't like having any chemicals near the frame itself. Let's go ahead and tuck this in at the outside corner. Push down at the nose, it snaps right in. Pull the block off. Use my hand-approved drying method. Let me use the back of my hand drying method. And drop that back in the pond. Put the sticker there. Turn the fine-tune knob to 170. 170. If all goes well, we're going to get plus 50. Put it in over that black dot. And I'm getting, whew, what a relief, plus 50, exactly halfway between 0 and 1. You have 3 steps of astigmatism correction. We end up at minus a quarter, 1 tick mark away from 0. Plus 50, you owed someone 75 cents, you would be a quarter in the red. Now another way to tell whether you're going to need glasses eventually in your life, are you sleepy when you wake up? Then you're going to need glasses. Are you hungry right before you eat? Do you feel full right after you eat? Okay, in that case, if that's a yes, you're going to need glasses at some point in your life. So his next glasses, he's going to get the clear with anti-glare. He's also going to get a second pair of lenses that I'm actually going to have Oakley make, which will be the gray polarized black iridium lenses that are going to look just like this, except without that shininess on it. It's going to be black. That's the silver iridium, I believe. I'm still learning everything about Oakley. By the way, I am an authorized Oakley dealer. I'm just as an independent optician. I'm just not allowed to individually list a picture of the frame with the price. So if there's a frame you want, just message me, call me like he did, email me, tell me what frame, model number, color, size, what features you want. I'll get back to you with the price. But this is the portion in every video that as I clean your lenses, I mention that there's free shipping anywhere in the US. It's also tax-free. By the way, pupillary distance 71. Before I clean those dots off, turn the card around, place the PD stick against my thumb on the right lens. When we measure on the left, we're getting 71 millimeters. The OC height is 19. The optical center height, short for OC. Place the PD stick against my thumb. When you look at the middle of the frame, not the bottom of the lens, but the middle of the frame where that bevel is at, we're getting 19 millimeters. 19 millimeters. Man, the kid is good. That's a good thing I stayed at a Holiday Inn Express last night. This is the first pair of glasses I've ever made in my life. Actually, for those of you keeping score at home, I've made tens of thousands of glasses on this type of equipment. I had to start off before I made it to the big times. I'm the only optician doing videos on YouTube. I'm almost at the 1 million viewer mark, which means 1 million people have watched me at work. Which leads me to ask, don't y'all have better things to do than watch me? I don't even want to watch me at work, but I get paid to do this. So, I'm just kidding. I love what I do. There's no way, there's not a job I'd rather be doing unless it's a margarita tester at some resort on an island somewhere. Then I'll think about that job, because there's some margaritas that need testing to see if they're safe for human consumption. And I'm just the guy. What do you call a guy with 2 thumbs who will do that for you? This guy. So, but I'm going to get these in standard alignment, also known as a 3-point stance. The 3 points are 1, 2, and the bottom of the frame being 3. And I forgot to say that when you get these in the mail, there's a small chance that these could fit too loose or too tight. However, there's an 80% chance that one side is considered higher than the other. That's because 80% of people have one ear that is higher than the other, and that's why 99% of all optical shops will do free adjustments if you ask them. But I'm going to get these in standard alignment first. Again, the 3-point stance, 1, 2, and 3. Set them on the counter and press down. There is no wobble. Normally, my glasses wobble on the counter, but these Pilot temples are great. It's almost like they're self-correcting. I'm wearing the Oakley, I can't even remember. What one is this? I can't see with my glasses off. It's funny how that works. This is the, I have no clue. Is my thumb over it? The Oakley 8132 cross-range switch in size 54. This one also comes in a 52. This is color 02, the Universe Blue, which is blue-orange. It matches the blue that I'm wearing. And I'm wearing an orange thong. If you don't believe me, here's that costs extra. Come on, man, throw some dollars out there and I'll show you. But so I flip this over, make sure there's no wobble. Close each temple to make sure they overlap perfectly, and they do, that neither temple is askew. So that's it. If you like what you're seeing, even if you didn't like it and you like abuse, subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram. It's freeprescriptionlenses.com. On Twitter, it's freerxlenses. If you have any questions about, if you want me to get an Oakley, you can email me at freeprescriptionlenses@gmail.com, or simply click the contact me button on the website. For any other comments, you can leave that in the comment section below, but you do need a YouTube channel. Derek, I hope you have one. Leave a comment on what you've seen, or when you get these in the mail and try them on, let everyone know what you think. Please send me a selfie. I also send out cleaning instructions, not only to care for your frame and lenses, but for your cleaning cloth. So they'll last you for years, not just the premium microfiber ones that I'll provide, but the Oakley carrying bag, which doubles as a cleaning cloth. I'll show you how to take care of that so it'll last you for years, as well as this case. No other seller on the internet does that, I am told. So Derek in Castaic, California. I have no idea how to pronounce that. I'm barely lucky to be able to say California. But thank you for the purchase of the Oakley 8046 Airdrops, color 01 satin black, the 57 eye size, with your anti-glare lenses. I'll send you an invoice tomorrow for this pair with the clear anti-glare lenses and the black iridium polarized. And hopefully everyone else has got the chance to see how I bring that love and feeling back to glasses. Thank you.